Today we're looking at the work and busy times of Atticus Finch and the law firm Finch at Law. There with his partner Greg Feinboss and their trusty assistant Mona Lisa Vito here in charge of things back at the office. First off, we've got Atticus's call log up. This is on the right-hand side. We have the assistant's view. Things have happened here that are in bold. That's something that Atticus Finch. You can see Atticus Finch made the last change there. So there we go there. Here you can see over here. This is Atticus's display. You see, new things for him are this Boo Radley called. What's that one all about? Some small items that he's going to place in a tree, and I can call him back now. I've got some time. I call him back, and then after the call, I can let everybody know what happened. I can say, yeah, we completed the call. It's all over. I may put a note in there. Let's just say at this point I left a voicemail, so they know back in the office to expect another call from Mr. Boo Radley. Now you see that one's no longer bold there. That means you got touched it. So these are the untouched. This is the new stuff, just like with your email where you might see that. And so if I had a lot of calls in here, I could sort them by the calls I need to initiate, things that were newly received in here, and I can also see other call logs. You can see here Finch at Law. That's the general law firm queue. That includes some things from here's Carl Lock and Schmidt. That's something that Mona is going to take care of. You don't have to just have calls. You can actually have to-do items in here as well. Here's something that someone told Mona Lisa that she had to get some more TP for the office there. She's got a Costco trip on Tuesday. Here on Mona Lisa's side, she's got my calls for sure that we've been looking at, but she's also got Greg Feinboss, who's also here. He actually does mostly contract work. Casper Poltergeist. He's to update the T's and C's for air travel. Got it. So these are the kind of work that he's got. And here's some of the interesting things that we do here. As you can see, that we've got tags here for invoicing, contracts, appeals. Here's a discovery and pretrial thing. Atticus does more trial work. And then Finch at Law, we've got some tags here for new clients and facilities issues. So when a new call comes in to the front office there, there's Marge Gunderson is calling. She, of course, works at the Fargo Police Department. She's calling in, and she wants to call back on private matter. It's not really a new client inquiry, so we're not going to tag it. When we add that call to Finch at Law, then we can know that, so something Marge Gunderson called. It is alerting me here on my phone, so I can go view that call right away. It's going to bring it up. So that's probably from me, as Atticus says. Anyway, so I'm a good friend of hers, so I might give her a call here. I can put a quick note in there and have my trusted assistant assign that to me. Go back over here, Finch at Law. Marge Gunderson is now bold. That means I've got to go do something about it. That's why over here there's a 1 here. That's how many unread calls there are. And I can go over here. And I'm going to assign that one to Atticus as requested. All right. And see, it comes off this list. If I go back over here, all of my calls. See, these are my calls for Atticus's phone. There's Marge Gunderson now as call assigned. If I meet somebody, I can add them in right away, and it's going to add them to my contacts if I want to. But I'm going to put an X in there because I don't know. Phone number is 215-444-56657, and that's a home number. Select an action. Need to call. Done. So that's I've added that one there. That's Gem. Shows up on my list. So this one, I'm going to actually add it to, I know this is about the Bingleberry case, so I'm going to take that one, add it to that case, add a headline about evidence, and I'm going to make that urgent, so done. So boom, so all that's changed on this call here. It's made urgent, headline updated, tag changed, and all those things, those times have been done. And you can see it's been done by me. There we go. I haven't talked to her yet, so it's still red. I have notes on what I want to talk to her about. And everyone back in the office can now know what those things are as well. So once again, on a regular basis, Mona's going over here, checking with what hasn't been done. Oh, she's got a new call here. she's going to maybe go in and fix this one and say, oh, we know the number there. We know all about Jim. We'll go check that out. Call's been signed, but I updated the headline, all that sort of stuff. So this is about evidence. Great. Let's do this Jim Havlin guy. Actually, we're going to have the assistant handle that. Brush him off. Talk to that guy. He wants me to buy CallPlease. That happens. So now that comes over here, I'm going to brush him off, and I can say, yeah, assistant, I'm going to give him a call, give him an excuse here, assistant handled. I told him to go away forever. All right, so boom, that one's gone. And then, so it comes off. It's actually gone over to my completed file. Let the Atticus know that I took care of it. It's over here in my completed file now, with all these calls that I've completed recently, which is great. There's always also a workflow that goes on in here. Let's look at Greg Feinboss. He mostly just does contract work. Let's say he got this call in from Not Real Person, and they call again. Writing contract now. Then later on, after he's done with that contract, you see it's now gone to blue. It's in progress. He's working on it, and now once it's done, maybe he wants to bill it. So we're going to change the tag. This is just one way that people have done this to invoicing. Got it. Update that. Now I'm going to transfer it over to the billing department, which in this instance is really just Finch at Law. That's where the billing all happens out of. Let's just look at the new stuff for contracts. So we've got 2 new contract jobs that have come in. One is this Severus Snape guy. He wants some contract negotiations on the dark arts job. All right, well, that's a little bit more than just something I can knock off. Let's see. Casper Poltergeist, he wants me to update the T's and C's for air travel. I've got some other notes on that. As you can see there, I'm going to change the tag now, and I'm going to make this, turn this into an invoicing for later on. So when I'm doing all the invoicing, I know that's where it sits. So boom. And now you can see here that I got a notification that happened, the tag changed. And you can have all these notifications, adjusted so that you only get the notifications you want. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when I'm doing my invoicing, I can come over here and say, oh, I got 3 things to invoice. Great, and that'll be part of how I get my workflow done.